Hello everybody, welcome to the video. So, earlier this year, me and my family took a month to travel from Michigan to California and back. And along the way, was able to stop and see the workshop at HyGround Tiles, and you've heard me talk about HyGround Tiles before. Had a great time there, was able to meet the owners, Bill and Kara, and was able to conduct an interview with them, like a small interview with them. And so we are going to take a look at that right now. So, this looks a little different. Where might I be today, huh? I don't know. Let's take a look over at these guys, because I'm not in my neighborhood anymore. As a matter of fact, I'm way out of my neighborhood. Decided to take a trip and decided to see these guys from HyGround Tiles. So I've been using some of their stuff for Tales of Valhalla, and just wanted to see their workshop, what they're about, and take a look at what they have going and what possibly they could be having in the future. So why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Hello, I'm Bill. This is Kara.
Hello.
We're the creators of HyGround Tiles, and we love it.
Yeah. And so we're in your workshop here, and you guys are telling me a little bit about the printing process.
Yeah, so you can take a look here. We've got the printers going today, as pretty much every day. They run almost 7/24, 7x24, but we always having something to print. Right now we're working on finishing up our Coliseum set in the square design, and so we're finishing some prints on for it.
We do a lot of test prints. That's what basically we're doing.
Yeah, so I was just describing our process, So the process really is to go through. I do a lot of designing in 3D, and so on the computer, and we do the 3D designs, put that design together. We come over and then we print it, and then we make sure that it fits properly with all the tiles, right? So it snaps in properly, that it's got the right shape, the right dimensions, the scale is close, and then from there we make tweaks based on whatever we discover. There might be something wrong, or it didn't print quite like we expected it to, and so we'll do some adjustments to it. We try to design most of our stuff so you don't take supports, for example, right? Because that just takes more material and it takes longer to print. So anyways, we try to get them to print without supports, and then once we've done that and we made our tweak, we reprint it again and test it out. And if it tests out good, then we have a young man that comes in and helps us with a lot of our file management. And so he goes through each of the files, and then he does what's called an analysis that we use in Mesh Mixer. And so in essence, we look at the mesh, make sure that there's no errors in that. And then in addition to that, and we correct all those errors, but then we also reduce the size of the file, because some of these files, when you start putting textures on them, can get fairly large. And so we reduce the size down. We lose a little bit of the detail, but for the size trade-off, I think it's well worth it, and it prints better too when there's not so many retractions when you're printing, for example. So anyway, we do that, and then from there we zip it up and we get it ready for distribution out to everybody. Mm-hmm. But that's kind of the process, and it takes quite a while to get through those iterations, right? To make sure that it's fitting properly, that it's printing properly. But that's kind of what we do.
You guys are always looking to tweak things and make things that much better, like you were showing me a bit ago with the ice tiles, and right. Trying to make the hexes a little bit more bendy. What filament was that again?
Well, it's a TPU. It's a flexible filament, and we've printed several of the crowns now with that, and it works really great because it's more flexible than the rigid stuff, of course. But when you apply it to the tiles, it works out pretty cool.
And by the time this video comes out, you guys will probably already have information on the HyGround webpage.
Yeah.
Because it might take a little while for me to edit this, but yeah, I thought that was very cool because it makes the tiles less brittle, and helps it fit better into the grooves. So yeah. And what are you guys printing today in these in these printing? Like I noticed, like
so
there's a
far
castle.
left, if you go to the far left
Yep.
here, that just more of it's a square tiles, or excuse me, those are hex tiles. Those are tiles for you. Those are the stone tiles and the water inserts that will go in those.
Okay.
So that's what that is. These are sand tiles for the Coliseum that we're working on right now. We're going to finish that up. And then Kara has another project of her own that she's working on, and so it's called Pioneer Playsets. And anyways, this is one of the LDS temples that will be used in that.
Okay.
And then on the far side here,
Okay.
there's just more square tiles.
So, and this one isn't an Ender, is it? It's a
No, this is what's called a Maker Gear M2. It's our oldest machine. We've had this for about 4 or 5 years now. And it was a lot more expensive when we originally bought it. You can buy the Enders for a lot less, at this point. So
okay.
you can, anyway.
This
But-
one's faster.
But this one's faster,
It's
and
about the same.
yeah, and it's great quality. It's, anyways, it's got some really high-end features on it. Well, we've added to it though. We've put this on here. This is called the Palette 2. It's made by Mosaic, and what it does is it allows you to print up to 4 colors on your printer. I'm not running that right now, but what it does is, in essence, it takes your filament,
Oh, yeah, there's a filament
brings it up into this device, and then it cuts it and welds it together. And this is kind of what it looks like when it's welded together. You can see the 2 different colors when they come together. And then as it goes to the printer, then it will change color at that point.
No need to paint anything. That's another great thing about these terrains is you don't have to paint them much. So I love that.
So this is kind of that concept,
Yep.
right, that we put together. So you can print them. That's just that blue, the water there is just an insert. It snaps in place, and you don't have to worry about it ever again. Just snap it in, and you have your multicolor design.
Yeah, that's very nice.
When we show our tiles, all the pictures we show, almost all of them on our website, we don't paint them because we want people to see what they look like unpainted, and they
For sure.
probably would look worse if I painted them.
Yeah, me too. We're
Yeah.
not talented that way.
Where it counts, especially like when it comes to like now this is the square Coliseum. Like for the hex Coliseum, how long did that take to print? Using like 3 Enders.
Yeah, we did actually. So, well, actually, all 4 printers. I don't know exactly how long it took to print, but it was a long time.
Okay.
We went through. So I don't know if
It's a
people
lot
that
of
have
filament.
printers, if people that have printers and they know how much a kilogram of and a roll of filament takes to burn through. Well, we burned through about 5 rolls of filament for that unit. So yeah, it was a lot of printing, but it's a lot of pieces. There are a ton of pieces, but you can make it any size. We made it a fairly good size one. You can make it smaller if you want, that kind of thing. But
And that included all of the base tiles too, which
Yeah.
you could use from other
Yep.
sets. if
Yep.
you wanted.
Yep. Base tiles take time.
yeah, so we try to reuse parts that we can. The most recent one that we've done here is this guy right here.
The flags.
Yeah. So this, this is a flag that hangs off the side of the building here, right? And then we also have this. I don't know if you can see up underneath here, but there's these little walls in here that's got the little flag insert in there. I don't know if you can see that. You might come over.
Here. Yep. Yep. Down there.
So that was just like we did on the hexagon one. We had these little flag inserts. And anyways, it's just the flag is a simple print, and we just took that same exact flag, and then I made a wooden arm to hang it from, and then it's just an insert that goes in,
you throw it
and
like
it
that.
snaps in, and then you plug it in to the side there. So it's just one of those things. We're just trying to reuse pieces, and you can use them for different things.
For sure. That was one of the cool things when it came to the rock hex tiles, and then that dead tree that you can put into one of the grooves, and I'm just like, when I did that, I'm like, this is amazing that you can just throw it in. It's like, and no painting required. It's just you just throw them in, and I'll show a picture of that too, of what I had. And yeah, so yeah, that was one of those aha moments when it came to when I first got these tiles, and I'm just like, wow, I can do a lot with these, and it's just the trees look so dead, and you can just use them.
Yeah, that's all Kara. She's our tree designer. She
Okay.
puts all of this together. She's the one that built that little design so it fit into the rock and everything.
So for the design process, who is it more like? Is it like I'm inspired, then you create, or what is that?
Mastermind.
Well,
Okay.
like I said, we'll create the basic shape sometimes, but Kara's the one that actually puts all the detail into it.
Okay.
And so that's some of this we can do the texturing fairly straightforward, but a lot of times anything that needs real sculpting, the 3D sculpting stuff, that's what Kara's been doing, and she designs all the trees. Anything that's natural looking is probably was created by Kara.
Okay.
Anything that looks like a square building is probably built by me.
And now there's a lot of things that you've shown, like what you could possibly do in the future, but what's something that nobody knows yet that you guys are thinking about doing when it comes to creating
Well,
hex
I
tiles?
mentioned this a couple times, but I actually have something here I'll bring over. Just
Okay. All right. Aha.
But this is a 3 foot by 3 foot gaming mat that has our grass texture on it.
Okay.
And we have another one that will have both a grass with some water textiles in it.
Very nice.
And so this is it's just a neoprene mat to kind of lay down to start your build, and then you can build up from there.
Now, these you probably just sell on the website, and then you just ship them to people. Okay.
That's right.
That's very nice. Yeah, for people who are like looking for game mats, and this is something you can really expand on too, for like lava or ice or whatever.
Right. Yeah. A lot of times when we were playing Heroscape, I had these little plastic water pages or whatever you want to call them.
Yep.
We'd lay those down, and then you build around the water, because water is always the lowest part of the set, anyways, right? So we took that concept and said, we can make our own mats with our own textures on it and make a match. So.
And how soon do you think these will be out?
Well, I'm working a deal, trying to get pricing.
Okay.
They're really expensive, unfortunately, for the neoprene mats.
Okay.
So we're trying to get to a point where it's affordable,
Sure. Still trying to brainstorm it. All right.
Yeah. But we found a place. This was printed at a U.S.-based company, and we've kind of stayed with a lot of U.S.-based products and stuff. But anyways, we'll see if that's going to be the best way to go about this.
I thank you guys so much for inviting me, showing me the shop and what you guys have planned, and hopefully in the future be able to use more stuff for ToV. And anybody who has not got these terrains yet, find a way to get them, because they are amazing. Bill and Kara are so nice to invite me and my family out here to take a look at these terrain tiles, and I guess I'm gonna have some terrain tiles to take home with me and use them for more Tales of Valhalla stuff, so that's great. And thank you guys so much, and just look forward to more ToV stuff, and I look forward to see what you guys are able to do in the future as well.
Yeah, we're excited. We love your videos, so we'll keep watching for those.
All right, well, thank you very much. Yep. Thank you guys for watching. There's a link in the description below for the HyGround's website, and they actually do have things that you can purchase online for them to ship to you. And wonderful people, please support them. And we'll see you guys later.